Well, immigration is something that affects all of us. Your friends, may be undocumented, but just there's a lot of people around us who go through this on a daily basis that we're not aware of.
October 28, 1999. That's the day that we left because I remember we got here in Halloween. So it was, my aunt was the one that was going to drive us over here. They had told me, you know, for a few hours now, they were telling me to practice, like, if they ask you, you know, what's your name? And, you know, I was 7 years old, but I was a pretty smart guy, so I knew what was going on, you know. The first checkpoint, they actually gave me a sleeping pill, so I would be asleep at that moment. But I guess the effect didn't go in at the time that it was supposed to, because I was fully awake whenever, you know, we stopped at the checkpoint. And then my mom, on the other hand, she was in the back, piled up a bunch of clothes, like I'm talking about a bunch of clothes in there. And she was way at the bottom. She tells me, whenever she tells me the story, she's like, I seriously felt them like touching me. They were actually touching me. So I was born in Mexico, San Luis Potosí. I came to the United States whenever I was 7 years old. My family and I thought that it was a good idea to come to the United States to find a better education for myself, for them to find better jobs. According to the government, that's not a well enough reason. So my dad got laid off, so I said, you know what, I need to get a job. First of all, I didn't have a Social Security, so whenever I was trying to fill out the application, I wasn't able to finish the application. I didn't know what to put in the Social Security. I was really overwhelmed because nobody took me in, and the last place I thought it was, well, downtown. I know that, you know, in the offices, they need people to clean the offices. And as soon as I went in there, they're like, when can you start? My schedule was like, wake up at 6 in the morning, go to school, cross-country practices, stay there till 5:30, go to the parking lot at downtown, eat there, change there, take a nap if I have enough time, go inside, work. I would sometimes take a nap in the closet or wherever I could, you know, and get out at 10:30, almost 11, get home at 11:30, do homework, go to sleep at 2, 3 in the morning, wake up again and do it all over again. It just gave me the motivation to push harder and to go ahead and say, you know what, I'm going to college and I'm doing something else for myself. Throughout my high school years, I didn't really know what it was that I was different than other students until I figured out that I couldn't get a job, I couldn't apply for most scholarships, I didn't have a Social Security. That's whenever I realized, well, my situation is very different. I thought my grades were going to be all it took to go to college or all it took to get to my career, but it wasn't the case. Although I was discouraged, I said, no, you know what, if at the end of the day, if I'm not going to be able to work here, at least I'll get my degree. I'll be able to say, look, this is what I have to offer to the United States, as long as I know that I did what I could.
Undocumented students, they're probably the most dedicated students out of anything. They're the ones that are going to be the most willing to go do what they need to do to get things done. I think it's a lot harder for undocumented students to go through the college process, but it's totally doable, and I think these are the types of students that will go and do that because they put the effort in getting here in the first place. I think they can make it work.